So when we last saw your characters last season, you were going through a bit of a rough patch. What can you kind of say about how they're doing this season? That was a tough thing that they went through there at the end.
So where Rome and Regina left off, we thought that we were going to become parents. And at the very last minute, the surrogate mother decides that she's not giving up her baby. And that almost instantly begins to drive a wedge between Rome and Regina. We come back to our apartment empty-handed, and on top of that, we've got a house full of baby stuff that we got through the baby shower. And Regina's really hurt and really pissed off, and so is Rome. We're trying to figure out how we deal with the void, how we deal with this loss. And in that moment, a new opportunity presents itself. And Rome and Regina have very different philosophies on how we go about dealing with the new opportunity.
Interesting.
That's how we come back.
Yeah, and we also come back to the news that something devastating has happened to one of our friends, and that Catherine and Theo's life will never be the same. For that matter, our entire friend group, our life will never be the same.
I was going to ask about that because, we don't know if he's dead. We don't know, but obviously something major has happened. So can you guys kind of tease about how you're all going to come together again to all support each other when something devastating has happened?
Exactly. I mean, you kind of hit it on the head right there, because it's like very, very reminiscent of episode 1, season 1 coming together because we had lost John. And here we are at the top of season 3 coming together for what seems to be the exact same thing. And the challenges that the characters have is how can we be there for one another? What do you say? What role do I play in this, if any? Who's responsible for it? All of these questions. And so in some ways, it's very reminiscent of the earlier episodes of season 1. And then in other ways, I think that it could potentially, whereas with John, we were inspired to be there for each other more and to really start living our lives. With Eddie, it could potentially derail us, considering, as what Christina mentioned, we're already dealing with the loss of a child, and the potential loss of a friend could have a very negative effect.
Yeah, we're definitely going to examine how grief plays a role in either, taking a few steps backward as you step forward, progress in our lives, or does it threaten to derail everything?
And in the midst of all that, we're probably going to be hit with COVID-19. Mm-hmm. There's the potential for even more loss because of that. Mm-hmm. And like every human being in the world right now, with the challenge of COVID-19, we're all our cast will be doing the same thing, which is we'll be trying to figure out, how can I be there for someone who needs me most in the COVID-19 era?